Spotting fake relationships. 9 signs your relationship isn't real. In the landscape of modern relationships, distinguishing between a profound connection and a facade can be bewildering. The complexities of human emotions often blur the lines, making it difficult to ascertain the authenticity of one's partnership. Many find themselves ensnared in relationships that lack depth, yet they cling to hope, dismissing glaring signs of insincerity. This video aims to shed light on the telltale indicators of a relationship that may not be as genuine as it appears. By understanding these signs, individuals can make informed decisions about their emotional investments. Welcome to another Tick Daily video. 1. Lack of deep, personal conversations. One of the most revealing signs that a relationship may not hold the authenticity you crave lies in the nature of your conversations. When dialogue remains consistently on the surface, circling around day-to-day happenings without ever venturing into the realms of personal ideologies, ambitions, or fears, it's indicative of a shallow connection. Such shallow exchanges prevent the cultivation of emotional intimacy, an essential element for any meaningful relationship. In the absence of these deep, personal conversations, it becomes challenging to forge a bond that transcends the superficial layers of interaction. This lack of profound dialogue suggests a disinterest in exploring the depths of one another's minds and hearts, which is pivotal for nurturing a genuine, lasting connection. 2. Your partner avoids discussing the future. A relationship with substance typically includes open discussions about future aspirations, shared dreams, and plans. However, if your partner shies away from these topics, it might reveal a hesitancy about fully committing to the relationship's longevity. This evasion can take various forms, from overt subject changes when future plans are mentioned to vague, non-committal answers that deflect any concrete discussion about advancing the relationship. This reluctance to envision a shared future not only prevents the relationship from moving forward, but also leaves you in a state of uncertainty regarding your partner's intentions. It's important to recognize that while some individuals may require more time to open up about the future, a persistent avoidance of these conversations is a significant red flag. It underscores a possible lack of serious investment in the relationship and raises questions about its potential for growth. 3. They rarely initiate contact or plans. In a balanced relationship, efforts to connect and create shared experiences come from both partners. If you notice that the responsibility of reaching out, suggesting outings, or making any form of plans consistently falls on you, it could signify an imbalance in the relationship's dynamic. This behavior suggests that your partner may not be as invested in nurturing the relationship as you are. When enthusiasm for spending time together and engaging in mutual activities isn't reciprocated, it raises questions about the depth of their feelings and commitment. The essence of a genuine relationship involves a mutual desire to be part of each other's lives, which is reflected in both partners' eagerness to initiate communication and create opportunities for connection. If such initiatives are markedly absent on your partner's part, it might indicate that the emotional and practical aspects of the relationship are not equally valued by both parties. This lack of initiative is not just about the frequency of dates or conversations. It's a reflection of the underlying level of engagement and interest your partner has in the relationship and, by extension, in you. 4. Overemphasis on physical intimacy. When the bulk of your interaction centers on physical closeness with little to no focus on deepening emotional bonds, it may highlight a superficiality in the relationship. True, physical intimacy plays a pivotal role in romantic connections, but it's the balance with emotional intimacy that fosters a profound and lasting relationship. If conversations and time spent together predominantly revolve around physical interactions without the accompaniment of meaningful emotional exchanges, it can be a sign that the relationship is missing a core component of closeness. This imbalance may leave you feeling disconnected or unsatisfied on an emotional level, questioning the authenticity of the connection. It's important to observe if efforts are being made to engage in activities or discussions that foster emotional intimacy. 5. They don't share personal information or let you in. Navigating a relationship where your partner remains an enigma can be perplexing and disheartening. When someone keeps their personal narratives, emotions, and vulnerabilities under lock and key, it not only hampers your understanding of who they truly are but also obstructs the development of a deeper, more meaningful bond. This guardedness might manifest through evasion of questions about their past, reluctance to discuss how they feel about certain events or people, or a general hesitance to share thoughts that would reveal more of their inner self. Such behavior can indicate a hesitation to forge a trust-based connection, which is the cornerstone of any authentic relationship. 6. Inconsistency in words and actions. A relationship's foundation crumbles when actions don't mirror words, sowing seeds of doubt and mistrust. Imagine hearing promises of change, declarations of love, or commitments to future plans that never materialize into reality. This discrepancy not only confuses but deeply hurts, as it paints a picture of a partnership lacking sincerity and reliability. Consider the example of your partner frequently talking about spending more time together, but then consistently choosing other priorities over your shared plans. Such patterns signal a profound disconnect between proclaimed intentions and actual behavior, undermining the trust that is essential for any healthy relationship. The impact of this inconsistency extends beyond mere frustration. It erodes the trust and security that come from knowing your partner is both dependable and genuine in their intentions. In the absence of this alignment, the relationship is left vulnerable to skepticism, making it difficult to believe in the possibility of a future together. 7. You feel anxious or uneasy about the relationship. Feeling a persistent sense of anxiety or unease can serve as a crucial barometer for the health of your relationship. These emotions often surface when your instincts detect underlying issues, even if you haven't consciously acknowledged them. It's important to pay attention to these feelings, as they might be alerting you to disparities between your partner's actions and words, or perhaps a fundamental lack of emotional and practical reciprocity within the partnership. This discomfort might also arise from a realization that your needs for closeness, consistency, and genuine engagement are not being met, leaving you in a state of emotional limbo. Such feelings of uncertainty can be exacerbated by a partner's unwillingness to open up, share personal vulnerabilities, or invest in resolving conflicts, which are all critical aspects of a deeply connected relationship. 8. Lack of effort to resolve conflicts. When confrontations arise, how they're navigated can significantly impact the relationship's trajectory. In a partnership where the dedication to constructively address disagreements is absent, it can reveal a fundamental disinterest in the relationship's longevity and health. Instead of seeing conflicts as opportunities for growth and understanding, if your partner consistently sidesteps these moments, it may suggest they're not fully invested in the relationship's future. This avoidance strategy not only leaves issues unresolved, but can also lead to accumulated resentment and a breakdown in communication over time. Engaging in meaningful conflict resolution requires effort, patience, and a willingness to understand and adapt to your partner's perspective. Without this commitment to work through difficulties together, the bond between partners weakens, hindering the development of a resilient, deeply connected relationship. 9. The relationship feels one-sided. When the dynamic within a relationship heavily leans towards one partner consistently shouldering the bulk of emotional labor, initiating communication, and striving to keep the connection alive, it signals an imbalance that can't be overlooked. This uneven distribution of effort not only creates a sense of loneliness and frustration but also casts doubt on the sustainability of the partnership. True companionship flourishes when both individuals actively participate, showing equal interest in cultivating a bond that thrives on mutual support and engagement. However, if you find yourself constantly reaching out, planning dates, and seeking ways to connect while receiving minimal to no reciprocation, it's indicative of a disconnection on your partner's part. This lack of reciprocal effort can lead to feelings of being undervalued and questioning the sincerity of the relationship. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.